Hi guys, this is going to be a review and explanation of the 5 Real Techniques brushes that I have. And they have a new set that just came out, like the bold metals, and they have them in like rose gold, gold and silver, and like just basically the ferrule is different, and they're supposed to be made of a higher quality. They're also double the price from Real Techniques. And I like the basics line. So I'm not going to be investing in those brushes. Some of them are like $25 each, something like that. $20 to $28, something around there for like a face brush. And these ones were like 15 to 20 for like 4 small ones. So definitely appreciate these because they're still really great brushes. They're still, you know, solid, they're soft, they clean very nicely. Like when you wash them, the product comes out and they're really good. So I'm just going to talk about the 5 that I have here and give you little mini reviews of each of them and what I use them for. So the first, we'll just start from the biggest to the smallest, or in the order I would do my makeup, which is basically biggest to the smallest. This is a Real Techniques by Sam and Nick Chapman, who are YouTubers. Pixie Woo is the name of their channel. And this one is the buffing brush. So it looks like this. And I'm going to hold it up against the Sigma F80. This is the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80. And that's this one here. So they are similar in shape. They really are. But the this one is more rounded on the edges, the Real Techniques one. And the Sigma one is a flat top kabuki. So it's more flat, but otherwise they are pretty similar. I would say the Sigma one is way more dense, like I can press on it, it's not moving. This one is a little bit more soft, has a little more give, but I use them for the same purpose and I think they both perform pretty well. The buffing brush, I just dab some foundation on my hand and then I just kind of place it around my face, and then I use the buffing brush and I just buff in circles out all my foundation. It doesn't leave streak marks. It's a really good brush. I would highly recommend it. I think it's around $7 to $10 on its own, but you can get them in kits, so I would definitely recommend doing that because it's the best bang for your buck. The next brush I have here is the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm going to hold the two together so you can see the size difference. There's quite a size difference, and the contour brush is really good for contour. It's a little small for blush. As you can see, I'd be like dee, dee, dee. But for contour it really gets in there. And it's like, it fits right in that cheekbone area. It's dense, but it's not hard. But it's also very soft. It's hard to explain. But it is not very firm. Like, I have a lot more firm brushes. And I think this one could be very multi-purpose. Like, if you needed a spot conceal or spot powder or anything, just kind of touch up your powder. If you wanted to do like around your nose, it's small enough. You could also set your under eye concealer with it, with just a powder. I mean, it's really good. So I think mine has been used once since it was clean, so they're not like always this tan. They're usually more white bristled at the top. The next brush I would go use in the order of doing my makeup, this is the Real Techniques blush brush. And this is a large blush brush. So if you can tell, I mean, it is a pretty large blush brush. It covers like my entire cheek. Like if I just took color and went dink and then went, my blush would be almost done. I'd have to go. But I like it because it's large, and I don't like it because I don't have a lot of control as where I'm depositing the product, but I do like it because it makes it super easy to blend out stuff. So as long as you're light-handed when you just dip it into the blush, so it doesn't have, it's not completely saturated with pink blush. You just kind of barely tap it in there, and then you can really buff it because it is very fluffy. This is the softest of the brushes, and it is just like super soft, and I love that. I really, really enjoy this brush. I think this one was around $10 as well. And they're available at like Walgreens, I think CVS also, drugstores. Okay, 2 more for you. This is the Real Techniques Pointed Foundation Brush. And it is pointed, as you can see. It is not what I would call a foundation brush. I would say this is more of a concealer brush. It's very similar to my other concealer brushes that I own. But you could use it for foundation if you like sat there for an hour and brushed on your foundation. I feel like you might get some streak marks if you have to keep, you know, doing this motion forever and ever. But the brush itself is very good quality. I've washed it a couple times. It does really well. I also think you could use this for eyeshadow, like for your all over the lid color, and just like pat on stuff or use it for glitter. I guess since it's a foundation brush, you can use it for creams and powders. Since it's synthetic, I don't think it matters. So that's a really good versatile brush for setting your under eye concealer or using it to blend out your concealer, even contouring your nose. Very versatile. I like that one a lot. And the last brush in this is the Detailer brush by Real Techniques. This one is tiny. So it is about the thickness of an eyeliner pencil or less. And this is really good for smudging out that lower lash line. You could even use it for your brows if you don't have a lot of brushes. You could use it for lip color if you don't have a lot of lip brushes. And you can also do it on the top lashes to like smoke out the liner. Or even if you want a really defined like crease, for a cut crease look. So this one is really versatile as well. I think they did a great job at coming up with brushes that the average woman who shops at the drugstore needs in their collection. They're not MAC brushes, but the second line that they came out with, those bold metals that are new, those ones, like I said, are about double the price, but the brushes are supposed to be of like a superb high-end quality for the woman that wants to go to the drugstore but wants high-end quality. So she'll spend a little bit more in order to get better quality. I don't know if that strategy is going to pan out for them, because if I go to the drugstore and I see a $25 brush, I'm running the other way. I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna go to MAC. But it is still cheaper than MAC, so that's something to think about. But I would say it's close to the price of Sigma now, and that is a lot to me. But that's it for my little review on the Real Techniques brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you later. Bye.